Wow, you're fast, Busy. Can you hear the music? You guys know who this is? I like this song. Busy B, I got some new music for you. I got about four different artists with 4 different new tracks. What's up, DJ Freestyle Mark? Just 5 minutes ago, I got the blessings from Lana Sky. If you're in there, thank you, Lana Sky. You're so generous. Thank you so much. My best, you. And I also got a surprise from Nashali just 3 minutes ago. What's up, Sarah? What's up, little one? Todo me alegra verte de nuevo. Sarah, gracias, Sarah. ¿Te conozco yo? Sarah, no, hold on. ¿Me conoces, Sarah? ¿Me conoces personal o me conoces in TikTok? Thank you for the heart me, right? It's heart me. Oya muchach. Oh, hi Vic. What's going on? What's up, Big J? Blue Heart. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for. Should we go bug? We got 10 minutes. Should we go bug Naisha? Let's go request her. She's on live. All right, here we go. Let's go battle her. Let's go battle on Asia. You ready? Let's see if she picks up. We got 10 minutes. You guys ready? You guys want it? No. Should we knock on her door? The show starts in 10 minutes. We got time. What's up, Vic? Wait, hold on. Did I see what's his name come up? What's up, Winnie? How are you, sister? I've been good. You like the hat? Thank you so much. I have 40 plus of them. What's up, Kevin? Oh shit. Hold on. Let's see if she picks up. We just invited Naisha. She's probably gonna see it. She's gonna be like, what is this? I never got an invite. Oh, I think, hold on. Did she reject it? What's up, everybody? What's up, Cristina Benitez? ¿Cómo estás, Hilda? Hola, Hilda. Bienvenidos. What's up, Heaven? Are you guys ready to have a conversation with the one and only Vic? Vic Bronx? Where's he at? Vic, are you going to come up? Are you going to come up and ask Latif questions? We have Latif on, you guys, today. Hi, Lisa. You guys, we're going to bring Latif. He's going to be in just a bit. This is a very important person in the music industry, a very important person in freestyle. Oh, wait, hold on. Speaking of that, I need to bring up my introduction I wrote for him yesterday. Yeah, he's a very... Well, thank you, DJ Busy. Thank you, I think I know you. I heard a lot about you, DJ Busy. Well, aren't you the DJ with the green hair? I think someone told me about you. Like the girl with the green hair and I think you have like black roots. I remember. Someone told me about you. Welcome here. I think it's your first time here. Thank you so much, Busy Bee. Yeah. What's up, Hilda? What's up? Hola, Valentina. Bro, did you know Latif is... Of course I know. Wait, Latif is Keith, our CEO. Yes, sorry. I know Latif and Keith are brothers. I didn't know Keith became the CEO of BTC, which is great. Great news. What happened to King David? What's up, Marilyn? You got recording artist Marilyn in here. So we're gonna bring up Latif, you guys. Latif is a super important person. Oh my God, my muscle shirt is in the house. What's up, Milo? You guys, Milo is a reality TV star, you guys. The guy, Milo Miller, he's a good friend of mine. If you guys ever watch Naked and Afraid. Remember that show? Remember Naked and Afraid? He's on it. Go check him out. Go check out his jewels. I don't want to see the show, Milo, because I don't want to see what I don't want to see. But if you guys like TV shows, go check him out. He is on Naked and Afraid. Very important person too. My favorite muscle shirt person is in here. All right, let me bring my... Hold on, I got distracted. Sorry. This is the last time you break my heart. Heaven, I want you to do... I'm afraid to be... What's up, Mimi? Oh my God, oh man, Danny, you guys, if you guys are going to stick around, we have a special reveal. By the end of the show, we have a special reveal. For the first time, we're having Old Man Dan show his face on TikTok. This is a one-time and done situation, so please stick to the end because we're going to have the reveal for the first time of Old Man Dan. We got Angie in the house, just walked in. Milo, what season was the one that you what season was the season you were on? Season 17, episode 12, you guys. Go check it out. Milo Miller. I want you guys to check it out and report after you guys check it out. I want you guys to give me a report and what you guys think. He is famous. He's a reality TV star. Lisa. ¿Cómo estás, Lisa? Erica, thank you for coming in. Wait. I was on Cops once it was... You're stupid. He was on Cops. So we got recording artist Julie in the house. We got recording artist Julie in the house, you guys. We got Sexy Queen. Oh my God, you guys are coming in like crazy today. Today's Thursday. Thursdays is probably the best time to have a show. What's up, Erica? Always supportive. Oh, thank you. Thursdays are always happening. Thank you, Milo. Thank you, Milo. No, but on the real, if you guys want to check his content out, I remember Milo when you were barely at 2,000 followers. Now you got more than me. You got almost 1 million followers. Thank you, Vic. I'm excited. This is gonna be the first time I've had Latif on my show, so I'm super excited. Speaking of that, let me go ahead and bring. Okay. And tomorrow's another show, you guys. We got 3 shows back to back. Is the music too loud, by the way? Or am I too loud? I feel like I'm too loud. Is the music too loud or I'm too loud? Or everything's okay? I'm gonna bring the music down. What's up, Future? Sounds good? Okay. I feel like I'm screaming. Okay, so tomorrow we have Alex Spicy, recording artist for the first time on the show. Alex Spicy. On Saturday, you guys. On Saturday. Debuting her first ever interview. The one and only recording artist, Gabrielle. Actually, let's go ahead and play some Gabrielle. I know you guys like Gabrielle, right? Gabriela. All right, let's go for some Gabrielle. I like that one song she has. She's got 3 good songs that I like, but I like this one here. Hold on. Let's put some. Ready? We got the one and only Gabrielle in the house. Ready? This is who's KRS1. What's up? You guys, and before and just for the what's up, George Anthony? You guys, do me a favor and thank you, GA. GA's in the house. You guys, we got recording artist GA in the house. You guys, I want you guys do me a favor for the moderation. Everybody who's moderating, I kind of just want today just to keep it really, really less busy. I know you guys are helping out. Everybody who's moderating, I kind of want to keep I'm trying things out, right? Angie right now is my moderator, so I want her just to be the one moderating. So everybody else who's moderating, just keep it kind of low pro, I guess. You know, I because it gets too busy in here, and I get confused sometimes. I get distracted. So just let KRS1, Sexy, everybody who is moderating, just keep it chill tonight. I want to have just Angie moderate today. I'm trying things out right now, so I want to. Hi, Lisa. You guys, KRS1, you're an amazing person, man. Let me tell you, Freestyle Fusion, you guys are family. We got the one and only Sharon Massera in the house, you guys. Recording artist Sharon Massera. We got Marilyn Torres in the house. Recording artist Marilyn Torres in the house. We got recording artist Julie in the house. Wow, we getting a full house today, you guys. Yeah, you guys ready? Okay, Latif is going to be in here in about 8 minutes, you guys. He's going to be here in about 8 minutes. But before I continue, before I start the show, there's 3 things. Okay, tomorrow we have Alex Spicy. We have recording artist Alex Spicy for the first time on my show. On Saturday, we have the one and only, for the first time ever interview, Gabrielle from New Music, you guys. We have Gabrielle from Distant Feeds the Fire. Next week, ready for next week? We got Laissez-Faire. We got Jennifer Laissez-Faire. We got we got every member from Laissez-Faire on the show, you guys. We have every member of Laissez-Faire that's going to be on my show. These are legends. We have Rochelle, you guys, recording artist Rochelle on the house. We got the one and only Misty in the house, and we have NV. Right? This is all next week. We got recording artist NV. And as you know, we got the one and only GA. For the first time, GA is going to be on my show. Now, he was on my show before, but it wasn't my platform at that time, right? So this is going to be the first time that GA is going to be on the phone. I'm not sure if he's still in the chat, you guys. So this is going to be exciting. And we got many, many more artists that are going to be on the show. And I'm looking forward to that. All right, here's the thing. Recording artist Julie. You guys probably saw my promos already, but we are hosting, Julie and I are hosting a duet challenge. You guys, Sexy Queen, Hilda, Mariposa, everybody who's in here, I want you guys to participate. Julie, who's in the chat, recording artist Julie, we are doing a duet challenge, right? Lana Sky is doing it next. But right now, I want you to focus on Julie. I want you to go to her profile. Listen to me. I want you to go to her profile. Her first video, the first video, that pinned video, I think it's her first video. There's a song, okay? That video, I want you to duet it. I want you to duet it. Tag me. I want you to tag me. I want you to tag her. We already have 5 submissions, by the way. We just started this, which is good. Have fun. There's prizes. $150 for the first prize winner of the challenge. Second prize is $100. And third prize is, I think is it 50 or 75? I forgot. $50. Let's just say $50. And there's merch. Thank you, Kara, as well. Thank you so much, you guys. So have fun, you guys. We're going to be doing these duet challenges every 2 weeks, you guys. The second person is going to be Lana Sky. We got Leah Marquis. We got so many people with so much music, new music, and we're going to have fun with these duet challenges. So please, yes. Oh, how did you pin that? I didn't know you can pin it. This is my first time seeing a pin on my show. Oh, because I don't have boxes. Once I have boxes, I can't pin. You guys, right there, she pinned it. Duet, I Fell in Love. That's the song I want you to duet. Now, I got 2 people who messaged me today, and this is what they said. Rami, can I just do a video for the song? I'm not really good about duetting a video. And the answer is yes, that's fine. It's fine. You don't have to necessarily do the duet next to her, because I know sometimes you like to go back and edit. Alex Spicy in the house. We got recording Alex Spicy in the house. He's in the chat, you guys. He'll be here tomorrow for his exclusive interview. You guys don't have to duet it that way. You guys can create it. Just all you have to do is use the sound. So go to that video in her profile, and then go to that little circle at the bottom and use the sound and create your own video. Edit it. A lot of you guys like to edit. It's fine. The only important thing you have to do is just tag her and tag me. That way I know that you guys are going to be participating. And guess who's going to be in the panel? Guess who's going to be voting? No artist is going to be voting. I'm not going to be voting. I don't know. It might be Sapphire. It might be Sapphire. It might be Trinier. We're going to have some people voting on this, you guys. I'm not going to announce who's going to be voting on these challenges until probably 3 days before the actual challenge. So please participate. It's my old man. All right, you guys. You guys ready for the, let me see. Hopefully, let me see. What's up, Mal Nation? I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you, buddy. You guys, Mal Nation downstairs, right there, Mal Nation 884, he has a really good podcast, by the way. A really good podcast. I think it's on YouTube too. Let me see let me see if you guys, Angie, if you see Latif in here, I told him to come in any minute now, so he might be just popping in. What's up, Chanel? What's up, Chanel? You guys, also, I have 5 people who are coming to my event on June 19. We have 3 artists that are going to be coming in. What event am I talking about? Because I only have 2 tickets left. You guys. I'm sold out. And if anybody who's wanting to come, I am hosting a dinner. I'm hosting a VIP dinner for Trinier. Yes, the one and only legendary Trinier, you guys. I will be hosting a dinner and also a live concert. So anybody who is in California, primarily the Bay Area, if you are interested in going to this VIP dinner that I'm having with Trinier and also a concert right afterwards, make sure you did. Sharon Massan, I hope I see you at this dinner. You're in California. Aki Star is going to be there. We got Betty D going. Betty D from Sweet Sensation is going to be there. We got many artists who's going to be there. Anybody who is interested in going to the Trenier VIP, we got Nasha Lee is going to be there. Nasha Lee is going to be coming. Anybody who is interested in going to the Trenier VIP dinner and concert, please let me know. DM me. I would like to see a lot of you guys there. Okay, it's going to be fun. All right. Yes, I'll be. Yeah, Hilda's going to be there. I know she's going to be there. I'm trying to come to Trenier. Chanel, you have no excuse because you live right there. So I better see you there, Chanel. Maybe not, if you can't do the dinner, I would like to see you at the concert. Yes, it's in Modesto, Christina. Yes, it is in Modesto. Yes. Tickets are in. If you guys don't want to go to the dinner, please DM me. But if you guys just want to go to the concert, the tickets are on Eventbrite. Eventbrite, the tickets are there. But if you want to go to the VIP dinner, make sure you guys DM me, okay? Because it's a private event. Let me go drink my whiskey. Okay, give me a sec, you guys. I want to make sure that everything's okay with Latif. Give me a sec. With Latif, give me a sec. All right, I'm back. Did you guys miss me? So again, tomorrow we have, for the first time ever on my show, we have recording artist Alex Spicy. He's in the chat, you guys. Please follow him. Very talented artist. I got to know him for the last few weeks, and I am blown away. He's got a lot of information he's going to give you guys. Alex Spicy, who's in the chat, he's going to be on the show for the first time tomorrow. Willie Lugo's in the house, you guys. We got the one and only, one of the greatest producers. And on Saturday, we have, for the first time ever, we're going to have Gabriel on the show, you guys. Gabriel. Let's play the song before. You guys, keep an eye on Latif Mercado, okay? Keep an eye on him because I want to make sure I get him. I can't, the chat is going fast. On my end, it keeps going fast. He's here? Oh man, don't be lying to me. Don't be lying to me, or I'll be telling. Don't be lying to me, or I'm gonna steal all your mangoes that you sell on the weekends. Don't lie to me, oh man, Dan. I'm gonna be stealing all those mangoes you be selling on the weekends. You're not gonna have no mangoes to sell on the weekends. Please. Is he really in the chat? Yeah, you guys. If you guys don't know, old man dad gets down, man. He be selling mangoes, and elote. He be putting elote and putting, what's that tajin on it? Oh, he gets down. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and bring you guys see Latif in there, really? DJ Spitty, you see him? I hope he's here. You guys see Latif? I don't see. Oh my God, Latif is here. Yeah, he's here. Woo, my heart was pounding. I was like, oh no. I felt like, man, because technical stuff really freaks me out, you guys. All right, you guys, we got Latif in the house. Let's go ahead and bring him up. Let's go ahead and bring him up. Latif, I think Angie's going to send you an invite. Oh God, thank God. Wow, perfect timing, Latif. You're on the spot time. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, I can totally hear you. So the only thing I want to have you do is tap your screen, because this is where you're going to see yourself. There's a camera symbol. When you tap you see it? Okay, and then put OK or put I don't know what it. Yeah, okay. There he is.
What's up?
Thank you for coming. Thank you for having me. Oh, of course. I'm gonna start in just a bit, but just before we get started, I always like to kind of just tell the chat and people who are on Instagram right now. We have Instagram. We have 324 people watching from Instagram, and we have 42 people coming in here. So a lot of people are coming in to watch this episode, Latif. You have a lot of
Great, great. Thank you.
you have a lot of supporters and a lot of fans, and we have I don't know how many artists I have already down in here. We have GAs in the house. We got so many artists that are inside the actual chat. I don't pay attention to the chat because I just have to focus. Latif, stop me at
Yeah,
any time. When you see the chat and you want to stop and say hi, just let me know, okay? Because the chat gets
good.
crazy.
Okay,
We got
okay.
Julie, we got recording artist Julie in the house. We got Sharon Massera in the house. We got so many people in here. Listen, you guys, today we're gonna have the honor to interview one person that I respect in the music industry. You know, it's someone who actually since I mean even 20 years ago I remember Latif, and I took a course. I always call it a course, but I was telling my friend that I took that contract course that you had one time, and we'll
Okay.
talk about, yeah,
Wow.
I took it because I was really interested. And
Okay.
you were one of my inspirations that helped had me start the show, Latif. This is,
Really.
I started this show 3 years ago, and I primarily focus on freestyle artists.
Right.
It's the biggest show on TikTok, and
Wow.
it's the only 2 hour official TikTok show. 2 hours where we interview the artist for the first hour. The second hour, we have DJ Memo who's going to be coming in and doing a DJ set. He collaborated and he did a whole bunch of music for you that you can listen to.
Nice.
And also, after the first hour, Latif, if you're okay, I would like to bring maybe a few fans up and ask you questions if you're okay with that. Okay.
100%. 100%.
So if there's anybody who's in the chat, you guys, in about 50 minutes, 50, you guys can come up and I'll go ahead and let you ask a question or two. No more than two questions because it gets a little bit lengthy. You guys, and for those who don't know, the gifts, you guys, if you, Latifah, you see all these gifts coming up, all that is, it's pretty much money. There's a gift just thrown at you. So
Right.
it's
All
kind of
right.
weird.
That it is.
How are you feeling right now? You good?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm
You,
good.
you had a
Yeah,
busy.
it's a good
All
day.
right. So Latif, what makes my show a little bit different is, and I hope you're gonna I know you're gonna enjoy it because we're gonna have a conversation, right? We're not gonna have it's question and answer, but it becomes a conversation.
Okay.
And before I even get to the actual conversation part, I did a lot of research on you, based on what I already know.
Right.
This is information that I got from the internet and just facts, right? And what I do, I handcraft an introduction, and it's my way of honoring you because I think
Thank
you're
you.
just an incredible person. So if you allow me for 2 minutes, I want you to just hear my introduction I wrote for you.
I will. I will.
All right. So you guys ready for my introduction? Tonight, we're welcoming someone who has played a major role behind the scenes in keeping freestyle music alive, evolving, and thriving over 3 decades. You guys, 3 decades. Latif Mercado is a respected promoter, booking agent, manager, and founder of La Entertainment, known for working with some of the biggest names in the genre, including Little Susie, Shannon, TKA, the Cover Girls, the list goes on. Beyond booking shows, Latif has helped shape the freestyle scene through innovative event concepts, strategic collaborations, and expanding the music into markets, even internationally. He's also the voice behind the Freestyle Blast newsletter, where he shares insights into the culture and industry. And he's even authored novels inspired by his experience. On a personal level, he's married to a very, legend named Angel from the Cover Girls, the original lead singer of the Cover Girls, making them one of the most recognized husband and manager teams in freestyle today.
Yeah.
With decades of experience, a deep connection to the culture, and a continued impact of the scene, Latif Mercado is someone who truly understands freestyle from every angle. How do you
That's
feel about
nice.
that
That's
introduction? When
nice.
you
That's
hear
wonderful.
something,
Thank you. I appreciate that.
yeah, you've done many interviews in the past, and you're going to continue doing them. You
Yes.
know, you put so much time, effort, money, experience in the freestyle genre. And when you hear these introductions, is it just like, oh, I know that already, or does it make you feel humble? Has
No,
it?
real humble, very touching. Try to keep it together because sometimes you do these things and you don't realize you don't know if it's being acknowledged. So I
Yeah,
get people once in a while like yourself who might reach out to me, which you've done many times in the past behind the scenes, where you've reached out and you've told me how I've inspired you, and
yeah.
that's always been appreciative because all the work that I've done, I don't get a lot of that, and that's fine. I'm not looking for it, but I do appreciate when it does come. So
Yeah,
thank you.
yeah, I hear that. And I totally get that. And I can see how your job can be so. I had an artist about 2 weeks ago who explained it very well. He said that it becomes like he's in a tunnel. He's going so fast because there's so much stuff going on that he forgets to just sit back and relax and just enjoy what people appreciate. Like in other words, like these kind of things people are not. I remember when that your newsletter came out, and I signed up for it, and I'm to this day I read it, right, and I told myself I would never be able to be, because I always wanted to be a writer, right, and I said
Yeah.
I want to be a writer for it, and I would send you messages. Let's see, I know you probably didn't read them because so many people probably message you, and I go, I would like to be a writer. This is like 10 years ago. I go, I want to be
Okay.
a writer for your magazine, because you inspired me. I go, I wanted to be part of something with freestyle. Now, can you give us an idea, or just kind of break us through? I don't want to get too much into like how you really got started, but I kind of want to know, like, how did you even get started in first music? Period. Were you ever always like a promoter? Were you an artist yourself? How did you get started
I
into
wanted
this?
to. I wanted to be an artist. I
You
wanted
did.
to be on it. An artist. As way back as I could remember. I mean, I lived in the Bronx. I moved out of the Bronx when I was about 10 years old. I moved to Queens, but I remember still in the Bronx and how I was so inspired and how, I'm going to go Sunday to go see, Michael and the Jackson Five. The Jackson Five and the Osmonds were a big inspiration for me growing up. I grew up I was born in '66. So, I got the '60s and some of the '70s, and back in those days, we really didn't have, there was no freestyle. We
Right.
didn't have anybody that I could relate to. Might come from Puerto Rican parents, but the language is bad for me. So
Yeah.
I never adapted. I never really connected with like the salsa. My mom listened to it all the time. And I grew up around it. I could sing most of it without even knowing what I'm saying, right? Because I grew up around it. But we didn't have the TKs and the Lisa and the State. We didn't have that, right?
Yeah.
So here I am. I'm a young kid. I wanted to, I used to play the Jackson 5 songs, and my mom used to put on the record player, and I used to sing for the family before I went to bed, right? That was a
Yeah.
routine. She used to have guests over. So that was always my inspiration as far back as you can even imagine. Like, I don't remember not wanting to be in this business, right?
Yeah.
Um, and as I got older, I transitioned into rapping. So when the rap thing came on, when the rap game came on, I was like,
Yeah.
oh wow, this is something that I could do. And at that time, there was really no Puerto Rican rappers. You were
Yeah.
pretty much black if you were rapping, right? So we're talking
Yeah.
about the '70s, right? But
Yeah.
it didn't matter. It didn't matter. And one of my books is based on that. So Yes, Yes, Y'all is based on that whole experience where
Yeah.
a Puerto Rican rapper trying to get a deal, and they loved his work, they loved his look, but they couldn't put him on. They didn't think it was going to work. And that was my experience uh, coming
Wow.
up, and until I met little Susie's father. So
Yeah.
when I met little Susie's father, he invited me to her 5th birthday party at Studio
Wow.
54.
This is
You know,
crazy. Okay, go
yeah.
for it.
So I got a job right out of high school. I got a job in his building, 520 Madison Avenue, and I used to run the freight elevator. The building was I think 53, 52 stories. I forgot, 40, 48 stories, whatever. I drove the freight elevator, and it was one of those that you sit there and just what floor, and it was only freight. So most of the time it was empty unless I had workers coming through. So I
Right.
used to bring a drum machine with me, and I used to plug it in the elevator, put the headphones on. I was sitting on a stool, and I used to do beats. Now I'm talking about I'm what, like 17 years old now,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And everybody used to come in and they'd never seen this before, this machine. They were like, "What are you doing? What is that?" I said, "It's a drum machine." I would explain. I said, and I'll put the headphones in. They said, "Oh, wow, you did that?" I said, "Yeah." And then they started telling me about a guy named Tony. I said, "Man, you got to meet Tony." I said, "Who the hell's Tony?" So the only ones that used to ride the freight elevators were either the porters, I was a porter, or the maintenance people, the guys who wore the blue. I wore the beige, they wore the blue, right? And they used to tell me, "You got to meet Tony." I said, "Who's Tony?" He said, "He's one of the engineers." They say he has a daughter that sings. So now I'm thinking most of the guys I'm looking at, the engineers, they're older guys, balding, short, chubby. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to meet one of these guys. He's got an older daughter. Okay, it's cool. It's not going to help my goals. I didn't see it. So, because he's working in that building. So, and I never got to meet Tony. And then finally, I'm working another side of the building, another freight elevator. And I'm doing overtime. It's towards the evening. Towards the afternoon. And he sees me. I have a Walkman at that time. Man. I'm just working. And we start talking. And he says, "Oh, you're the kid that does the beats in the elevator." I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Yeah, you know." He goes, "Can I hear what you got?" So I let him hear. And it was me rapping. It was my raps, right? So I used to do the thing. And I had built a little studio in my house. And so he said, "Can I borrow this for a minute?" So my Walkman, right? Brand new. Back then, Walkmans were pretty expensive, right?
Yeah.
So he disappeared with, I said, "Yeah, go ahead." I thought he was going to stay around there. He disappeared with my Walkman. Now I'm kind of tripping a little bit. And I didn't see him for a few hours. So I'm kind of heated. I'm like, "Oh, it's my Walkman. I want to listen to my music." All of a sudden, he comes around and I see him. I just go straight up to him. "I want my Walkman back." I say, "Yeah." He goes, "Man," "this is really good." He goes, and we're by the locker rooms. He got his locker room. We got our locker rooms. He says, "Come in here. Let me show you something." So I go into his locker room. He opens up his locker. I see all these newspaper articles of this little girl. Yeah. The article reads, "A star is born in Brooklyn," or, "It's my party and I'll cry if I want to." There's all these pictures of little Susie on the Post and the Daily News. And I'm like, I said, "Oh, so you're the guy that has the daughter that sings." Now I'm flipped, right? Because I thought it was going to be an older woman, older daughter. And he goes, "Yeah." So we start talking. He goes, "In fact," he goes, "her 5th birthday party is coming up at Studio 54. I had never been there." He says, "Why didn't you come?" So I said, "All right, I didn't really want to go, but I said, you know what? Okay, let's go." I didn't know I thought I was going to see a bunch of kids running around. I'd never been to Studio 54. I thought I was going to see balloons and some clowns. I had no idea what I was going to see. When I got there, I was greeted at the door by a whole security team. They brought me. It's my first time in Studio 54. It was hosted by the Village People. What? The Village People are the ones that hosted her birthday party at 5 years old. Okay? So now she goes and they put her on stage to perform. And at that time, she was singing only covers. Yeah. And she was doing one song, one original that was written, I believe, by Randy Jones from the Village People. He was the construction worker. Oh, no, he was the cowboy. Right. And he wrote a song called "Love Come On," but I don't remember her performing that. Instead, she was performing like a virgin. What's love got to do with it? And then the one that really moved me was she did "Love Don't Live Here Anymore," Madonna.
Oh, yes, Latif.
And she tore that up. And I'm watching people in the audience crying because she was ripping it. Wow. And my hairs are standing up, and I'm like, now I'm connected. I'm like, wait up. This is totally not what I didn't know. I thought she was going to sing "Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star." This was not what I expected, but it was right in the line of what I was trying to do with my career. Yeah. And from that day on, we connected. Yeah. And me and her father, we saw each other every day. And he said, "Hey, why don't you try writing something for my daughter?" He goes, "Write a rap." Because I was writing tons of raps, right? I said, okay, my first job, right? My first assignment, no money involved. My first assignment. I said, I'm going to write something. I went home and I was going to come back the next day with something, but I couldn't get a rap. A rap could not come to my head. At that time, Lisa's "Can You Feel the Beat" was big. Can you feel the beat within my heart? That roll. And I always liked that. I thought that shit was dope, right? So I ended up writing a song called "Get Up." Anyone who's a real true Lil Susie fan remembers "Get Up" from like the 80s, right? So I wrote a song, and it had that same fellow, like, get up off your seat, get up on your feet, move, right? And so I wrote that song. And I brought it to them, and they lost their mind. I brought it to them the next day. Her mom heard it. She was like, oh, my God. That was her first original now that she's going to start performing.
Wow.
Right? Her mom even did a design, a shirt, and across the shirt, wish I had a picture, it said, get up, right? And we started doing shows with that. At that time, I wanted to get on stage. I said, hey, can I write a rap like to open up? Can I open up for her? Can I do something? He goes, what can you do? And I wrote this little introductory rap. And I would go on stage and I would open up for her. And I did Club B in Brooklyn. I did Crystal City. I did, the biggest one I remember was doing Foxes. In Jersey, right? In fact, I just spoke to J.I., who used to be the promoter back there. I just spoke to him the other day. I said, man, do you remember me on your stage? I fell down the steps, you know? But he goes, no, I don't remember. He goes, that was you. I said, yeah, it was me, but he didn't remember. And I did that show. So we started doing all these shows together. And then my break was coming. Her father was basically managing me. I started doing all these shows with them, but there was a problem. It was the 80s. I lived in Jackson Heights, the cocaine capital of New York. And it got me. It got me. So now here you go. Here goes my entire career, my dream just getting flushed away. And I wind up on this rotating, revolving door in and out of the penitentiary. I just kept going. I couldn't catch myself. Her father used to say, you got to chill out, man. I said, until it got to the point where I even left the job. I couldn't even go back to the job. I was done, right? Finally, I went away and I did, my last bit was 3.5 years.
Yeah.
I did 3.5 years. And while I was up there, I stayed in touch with Tony, with her father, and he stayed in touch with my mom, right? And he used to ask her, can you get me his book of songs? I like to go through his stuff because I wrote a lot, right? I didn't just write stories. I used to write songs. That's how I started. And she's told him this, Tony, she goes, wait till he comes out. I don't want to give his stuff up. So when I came out, it was no sooner that I came out. Now, I kind of stayed away a little bit because I'm thinking to myself, man, he doesn't want me around his daughter.
Yeah.
He doesn't want me around his daughter. She's a little girl, you know? So I kind of stayed back until one day he called me up. He said, hey, because I had wrote another song for her called Children of the World, which if you have her first album, The Love Can't Wait, which Take Me in Your Arms is on, it's the first track on that album, right? So it's a song that I wrote, and it was actually featured on Star Search with Ed McMahon, right? She lost, but she killed it, right? And put it this way, I was so messed up during those days that I was out in the street when it aired on TV. My mom told me, why don't you come home so you can watch it on TV? I was too out there to even come home to watch. That's how bad it was, right? And so I wound up coming out, and he calls me and he says, listen, he goes, they're taking the album, they're doing her album in the studio, and they're going to record Children of the World. We want you to come on down. So now I'm coming out. I've been to a lot of little studios, right? Because I recorded stuff. I had my own plus little ones. But this is the first time I'm in a real big boy studio. And it was in Brooklyn. I forgot the name of it. Beautiful place. I went in there. Place was packed. Victor Frankl was there. Tony Garcia was there. They had like 40 kids in there. I don't know how many kids, because they were doing the background. So if you listen to Children of the World, if you guys have the Love Can't Wait album, it's the first track. And the reason why it's the first track, it was going to be the title track. The album was going to be called Children of the World. But they had a better idea. They didn't want to bubblegum it. They didn't want to turn it into a children's book. So they called it Love Can't Wait, which was an incredible idea.
Yeah.
If they would have called it Children of the World, I don't think it would have done as good as it did. Even though people love the song to this day, I don't think naming that it would have been, you know what I mean? They did like a Jackson 5 thing where those songs were about love, even though there was kids singing it. So, you know, but, and that was my first release when that record went out. And the album, of course, did incredible. And that was also one of my first payments that I got in the business. Wow. You know? And then from that point on, when Take Me in Your Arms kicked in, and we helped bring that record, then from that point on, I ended up on the road. That's how I ended up on the road with her. And by that time, I gave up the whole idea of wanting to be an artist anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
because I spent 3.5 years and I couldn't really I couldn't really do my craft in there. But what I did do when I was away is I studied. So I picked up every book. My mom used to send me any book I had on the music business. I have them all here still. This
Yeah.
big business of music, Donald Passman's music business, you name it, I had the book. And all I did is I studied. So I really got to know the business while I was incarcerated.
Yeah.
And that gave me, and it made me a little more excited on being on the other side of the fence. So now I was like, okay, I really don't want to be an artist no more,
Yeah.
but I still have the desire, which is why I have a lot of empathy for a lot of the artists I work for.
I can tell, and I
See,
know, and I know you do.
they're
Yes.
not
Yeah.
cattle to me. They're people who I understand their dream because I had that dream. So that's why I get behind a lot of these artists. I look at them differently.
This story, Latif, I'm listening to. I'm so inspired. I don't think I've ever heard you even say this story before, and you say it so like eloquently. I mean, it's almost like it was just yesterday, right? You say it with so much like with grace, and that's very impressive. I hear you speak, and the first thing I'm going to ask is, have you always been this confident? I mean, in order for you to be at that age and to have you have to have confidence, right? I mean, have you always been this confident your whole life, or is something you kind of just got to know yourself and you became confident,
Hell
right?
no.
No,
I don't know.
really.
I got to the point. I got to the. I got to the point in my life where I had to. No, I was introvert, and I remember one of my best friends is Manny Garcia. Manny Garcia is the one that wrote and produced "Why You Want to Go for Fascination," and he was also her manager. He's one of my best friends, and I used to record these demos, and I used to put them in shoeboxes. And he told me, you're not going to get a record deal with all those songs in a shoebox. He told me that. He goes, you got to get them out. You got to go out there. You got to move your stuff around. So that woke me up to that. And another thing that woke me up, when I wrote my first book, Freestyle for Life,
Yes.
right? I had this goal to finish this book. You read the book, right?
Yeah, I think I even have it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So the book did incredible, right? It took me about a year to write. I wrote the book. After I finished the book, I took the manuscript and I shelved it. So after a while, my wife, she asked me, she goes, hey, because I started working on another book, right, just to write. She goes, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
What about the first one? I'm like, I finished it. She said, so what are you going to do with it? And I said, I don't know. I finished it. I'm going to work on the next one. I just wanted to write.
Yeah.
She goes, no, you got to put that out. Are you kidding me? And she pushed me. And she got on me, and she made me realize that because I didn't think if I wrote it and I put it out, I didn't think anybody was gonna like it. I still think that people are just bullshitting me, really. Yeah, it was a great book. Yeah, okay, whatever. That's just that mentality, you get that.
Yeah.
And she told me, she goes, put the book out, do what you can, get it pressed up, put it out, and I did, and it did really well. And I was proud of the book. I became, not just the fact I thought it was a great story, but the fact that it was the first thing I've ever written. And, anybody who ever tried to write a book, that's a serious discipline.
Yeah.
You're talking about you taking a book 300 pages and you got to keep in check. Like, you got to remember where you were.
Yeah.
It's like, writing a book is like walking through a forest. You get lost. You have to keep pushing back so you can see where you're going. So if you stop somewhere in chapter 2 and you go do something for a month, come back, you're not going to remember where you left off.
Yeah.
And you're going to lose the flow, So I give my wife a lot of credit for not only with the book, pushing that, but when social media, before it came on, I don't know how far back you followed me, but I used to have a website, La Entertainment, and I had a styling free website also. I was one of the first people that had a message board. And I used to get a lot of people on my message board. I used to get tons because I worked at Metropolitan.
Oh, I remember.
Records.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
I remember. Yes.
It was a real popular message board. And what I wouldn't do is I would never publish a picture of myself. All right? I would talk, I would write, but I would never publish a picture, right? So now, one day, we did a show, I believe it was in Connecticut, and I had SAL with me. Did I have SAL? No, I think it was just Susie and Angel. And we were walking through a crowd. Security was bringing us through the front. We had to go through the front, and the lobby was packed in this venue. We were going upstairs, and I hear somebody, of course, Angel, Susie, da-da. and I hear somebody say, Latif. So I stop on the steps going up, and I turn and I look to try to see, okay, who's calling me?
Yeah.
Nobody responded. So I start going back up the steps. I hear, Latif. I'm like, somebody's playing. Now I'm getting a little pissed off here. I'm like, why are they calling me? So now I'm noticing this. This is happening a lot. But that was the one that really stood out to me. I told Angel, I said, she goes, yeah. She goes, because they want to see if it's you. She says, you keep on. Everybody knows you. They know your name, of course. But they don't know what you look like. So they're calling to see if that's you. And I said, that's kind of weird. That was weird, right? So at that point, I started publishing. So if you notice, everything I do, I make sure I put my picture on there, right? So people now, but even that's weird. Because now people come up to me like they know me 100 years. I think I know them, and I just forgot them. And I feel bad. And I'm like, oh, yeah, what's up? No, I don't know. I never met them. They just know my picture. They follow me, So, but, I give her a lot of credit because she used to tell me all the time, no, don't, talk to these people.
Yeah.
They want to know who you are. So had it not been for her and taking compliments, her thing was like, you complimented me before.
Yeah.
Right? Normally I would have been like, nah, well, and she said, stop doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Say thank you. And I know she's watching.
Latif, you have no idea. Like, seriously, I'm not just joking when I said you've inspired me to do these kind of shows. Like, I looked up to you for so many years. And never would I imagine I'll be interviewing you. Like, and it was never in my mind because I thought I saw you as like, wow, like someone who you had your newspaper, you had your books, you had your newsletter. You were in the industry. I'm like, damn, I want to be like that. There's people that want to be like you. Like, look at me. And I'm doing the show. So I thank you. I thank you for being part of my journey. Seriously. You have books you've written. You have the newsletter. You have so much going on. Everything is around the genre of freestyle. This is your life, right? And I know that your passion always will tell you that it's going to be your life, Why do you think it's freestyle? Is it, there's so much stuff you could have done. You said you were going to do rap.
Yeah.
Why freestyle?
Freestyle is what gave me the opportunity. And, I get people now that they even, they'll call me or they'll text me, hey, La, this song, it goes like this. They'll write down the lyrics or they'll write down the hook and they'll say, do you know what song that is?
Yeah.
Rami, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I have to call one of my DJ friends and say, yo, what's the song? That's so. I say, and I never took the credit. I said, hey, I had to ask my DJ because it really wasn't. I love the music. I work with these artists. I love them. I love the music. I love the genre and what it's done for the Latinos, for us in New York, and then spreading out the way it did. But I fell in love with the business, the process. I love the process of it,
Yeah.
And that fascinated me that we have this system. People look at, you guys fighting over chump change. Bro, it's not chump change. This is all I do, right? I've raised 2 children and 4 grandchildren doing this, right? So it's not chump change. I own homes and cars. And it's so funny because my kids, and I think my daughter might be on here, right? But my kids were never really into it. They know all the artists, they know the music, but they were into their own thing, right? And when they were younger, they used to make fun of me. Oh, yeah, they used to sing songs to me, but mocking me, right? I said, yeah, you guys keep playing. I said, but you see them pants you wearing? That's freestyle money. I said, that money you just asked me to go buy that? That's freestyle money. That food that you guys just ate,
it's
I bought that shit with freestyle money. All right, this house. So, so I used to tell them that all the time. But maybe had the opportunity with Susie not come along, I think my drive and the way my work ethic was, I probably would have eventually been in the hip hop area.
Yeah.
Because I already knew some people. Yeah. I just had to kind of keep it going. And maybe if being incarcerated that has a good and a bad to it, right? So a piece of that is like, wow, maybe that was an obstacle that shifted me. Right. But then again, it also helped build a character that allowed me to do what I do, right? Yeah. But I would have been in the music one way or the other. And, I ended up in freestyle because of Susie and her family. And then Even if I wanted to break away, I ended up marrying the lead singer of the Cover Girls, right? So it was like, it held me down. It was like, you're not going anywhere. You're going to stay here, right? And I accepted it, and I'm grateful, and I appreciate it, and I respect what's going on. But I respect, you got to think about what we're doing. Look at the concerts we still do. Like, look at the concerts, I'm talking about for all the artists. I mean, we're doing arenas. I mean, this is a 35-year-old genre that was basically bumped by, the disco and the dance era.
Yeah.
But they're not doing those shows with us. We're doing these shows, those are our shows.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look at this. Arenas. I mean, look at this podcast. I mean, all I do is interview freestyle artists. This is 30 years later, and we're on TikTok talking about freestyle. So it's still, it's relevant. It's still happening, and it's going to continue to happen. I'm not going to stop,
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. And, there's a lot of podcasts are happening. I always, I tell people, forget it, there's no competition. We need you. We need you. We need the other podcasts. We need them. This is very important for all of us,
I'm so glad you said that, too. It's very important. We're all, you were on bed, and so there's room for everyone, and we all have a different approach. And I think it's important. This is an important genre for me. It was part of my growing up. I'm in California, which is another reason why I admire you so much, because you're probably the only, if I'm correct, one of the only promoters and managers that kind of deal with the East Coast and West Coast. I talked to a lot of my friends on the East Coast. They've never been to a freestyle concert in California. And I tell them, wait till you come to California. It's a whole different thing. Oh, yeah. And you get that. Can you describe for the people that are in here? Because I have a few friends in here that we weren't really arguing. We were kind of debating. They're like, yeah, but no, freestyle exists in California. Give it. What's the biggest difference between California and per se Florida, or East and West, right?
I mean, starting off with their taste of freestyle, right? So they all have like a little different taste. So you go into like the Bay Area, who do we have? They love, Angelina and Jocelyn Enriquez. Then we go into like a Frankie, from Frankie J, when he was doing stuff, he was doing a lot of concerts with us. And then you go into the Midwest, right? We got groups like Law, Rochelle, right? So different flavor. Then you go down to Miami, we got Freestyle, Expose, Steve came from the area, you know what I mean? And then we got Canada. Don't forget Canada.
Yes.
So Canada, I worked at Metropolitan Records. So, we had Tiamo Records, which was one of the labels that we distributed. And that was a Canadian label. So we had all, Joey Intonation, Alyssa, Chris Phillips. So a lot of those acts came from there, and they all have a different flavor. What happened with us, right? It was so crazy is that I was fortunate to be on board with Susie, right? And I'll tell you why, right? First of all, she was really young. So she was able to grab several layers of generations, right? I remember doing shows while she was a minor in Dallas, right? And we thought the show was over, right? We're leaving, we're gonna get in the limo, and why is there a line of kids outside? Because they couldn't get in the club. Those kids are now grown. A lot of those kids got kids, right? I ended up with an artist that really, without even anybody really planning this, she started to grow. And I'll tell you what was happening, right? Metropolitan Records was almost, I don't know if I say this right, but it was almost like an outcast label. Because you had the New York labels, you had the Micmacs and the Cutting and the Fever, and you had all those labels, right? Those labels were great. They had the Johnny O's, the Corals, Cover Girls, they all came from that. And here comes Metropolitan, okay? The Outcast. And I remember when this was a thing, because I spoke to a club owner. When I was trying to bring certain acts, at that time I was working closely with Collage. I had Laissez-Faire on the road. I had, of course, Susie. I forgot who else I had on the road there, right? But we had promoters that I was trying to get some of these acts, like in New York. And I remember sitting down with one of them in Queens. He was a good friend of mine. I forgot his name. And he says, it's so funny. He told me that one of the labels, was it Cutting? I don't know if it was Cuddy or Micmac. One of the labels told the owner, if you bring one of those Metropolitan label artists to your club, I will not let you get my artists. I said, really?
Oh.
Now, it didn't really kick. It didn't really click that time. I just looked at it like, yeah, he's stupid. But I think back now, I'm like, But what they didn't realize is that different than some of those other labels I mentioned, Jerry Salerno from Metropolitan, he had a little bank, right? His company had a pressing plant downstairs called Sun Plastics, right? They were pressing records since the 40s.
Oh, wow.
So they've been deep, deep, deep. And then upstairs, he started the label. That's why when Metropolitan put a record out, we were able to put a vinyl out the next day. We had the plant. All these other companies that wanted to press vinyl, it came to us first. And we used to press the vinyl and put it up. We did stuff for all the house records, all the house labels. And we did Def Jam. We had that account. I mean, we did everybody's, right? It was a big plant in Jersey, in Passaic, New Jersey, Northeast Passaic, New Jersey, East Newark, I think, yeah. But anyway, so they were able to put it out quickly. But what was happening was, when we couldn't really break certain areas, like they were giving us a hard time, even though we did. We brought Susie to Jersey, and we would do Staten Island, and we would do Pennsylvania, and then we would do New York here and there. And that was fine because Susie was basically a New York artist.
Yeah.
But they were having a hard time bringing any of the other artists out there. They were having a hard time, right? So Jerry put a little money behind it, and he said, you know what? He goes, we're going to work it where nobody's there, right? So we started going to Texas. And we started, now, mind you, I'm not saying we were the first ones. Other acts were doing that at one point, but not the way we were doing it.
Yeah.
We were out there all the time. While we were out there, I picked up an account. I did a show for Lowrider Magazine. You know Lowrider Magazine?
Yes, of course.
So
yes.
Lowrider Magazine had a production company that used to do all their productions, right? Called Golo Entertainment, right? Mike Carstein was the president of that company.
Wow.
When I went out there with Susie, we did one of his shows, and him and I just clicked. And he tells me, and I was working at Metropolitan at that time, but I wasn't really booking. I was just really doing Susie stuff, right? And Mike tells me, he goes, yo, this is cool. He goes, who else can you get? He goes, the freestyle. He goes, who else can you get? I said, who do you want? I said, I don't know. I said, you know, he didn't even know the artist. So I said, so I started singing. I would sing songs to him. You know, I was, Fantasy Girl. Oh, I like that song. I said, I can get him. So what was happening is I was going back home. I was calling these artists because I knew them only from the road. I wasn't an agent yet.
Right. And
they would look at me like, yeah, okay. And I'll say, listen, I'm going to put you in touch and I'm going to have you do a show here. And Johnny would go out there. Stevie B. I was doing a lot of Stevie. Lisa. I was doing a lot of Lisa, right?
Wow.
Then I was doing a lot of old school. So I was doing Dougie Fresh and Rob Bass and a lot of those acts as well. So I started putting a lot of these acts. And then it was so crazy. I don't even think he knows this. I don't know if Coral's listening or JR, his manager. They call me I book a Coral show. So I'm going to do the Coral show. I'm telling JR, his manager, about it. And I said, hey, so I got Coral, man. I want to, send him to, I'm going to hook you up, send him to wherever it was, California or something. He goes, oh, okay. He goes, what do you take? What's your agency fee? 10%? I wasn't charging shit. So I was like, I said, yeah. He said, yeah, okay, let's do it. So I said, I thought about it. Back then, we weren't getting much money back then. Not like today, like 5 times more.
Yeah.
But it was still decent, right? So I said, oh, shoot. So I went and I took one of our contracts that we got from another agency, and I got on the computer and I recreated that. And it's so funny, it's still the same template I use today. Yeah. Right? Wow. And I redid, and I did the contract, and I booked them. And after that, I made this money. I said, oh. Yeah, I started thinking about all the ones that I put out there that I didn't take no money. So then basically La Entertainment was born. Even though I had the company, but it wasn't making any money. Now I said, okay, now we're gonna do something. And now I was aggressive. So now it wasn't just I was waiting for people to ask me. I was selling it. I was pitching. I said, hey, and I always let Susie do hers first because they always loved it, and she packed the house.
Yeah.
So as soon as she packed the house, they would say, wow, that was great. And they weren't too much money. They weren't that expensive compared to a hip hop act or pop act. So they will say, do you have anybody else? I'll be absolutely. And of course, I had the ones that were closest to me. And people started already, I was the new kid in town.
Yeah.
Artists started calling me. Artists that I was fans of started calling. One of them was Angel from the Cover Girls, by the way. Right? So now I'm booking these acts and I'm getting them decent money because they weren't getting that kind of money in New York. And that got me into another situation with the people from New York, the other agents, you know, where they were having an issue because they told me, they said, hey, listen, they even got me on a three-way. They said, hey, listen, you know, you're sending these artists to California and they're getting double of what we give them. Now they're coming back to New York and they're asking for that. And we can't give it to them. You're going to ruin their careers. This was what I was told. I'm going to ruin their careers. So I said, well, I was excited that these artists even paid me any mind. So I was like, I don't care. I'm gonna get them this money, you know. And I worked it that way, and it became. They even tried to partner up with me at one point, but at that time I didn't want to partners. I saw where their motives were.
Yeah.
And I said, they're not really, because they were like, you know, you're booking the act at this amount. Meanwhile, we can get this act at this. So why don't you do this? Why don't you book it for the price that you get? You do it through me, and then what we'll do is I'll give them this, and then you and I can split this. You know what I mean? It was like crazy, and we can still take the 10%. I was like, wow, you're robbing these people. Like, so when I turned them down, they revealed themselves, and they revealed themselves to me. I was like, okay, I know not to mess with this crew. I ain't going there. So
hearing all these stories, you know, you've done it all, Latif. What's next? What do you? I mean, you've done it all. Like, what haven't you done that you like to do? I mean, I can totally see a movie about you, Latif. Like, someone can actually do a movie on you.
I mean, you know, film and plays. There's a great play going on right now in New York called Freestyle Love Story. I have a couple here that I've been. I have scripts here. I have movies. So, you know, I mean, those are things that I would love to do, but I think the genre in itself needs my attention.
Yeah,
I really do. I think it needs my attention for me to start breaking off and going into other areas. I think it's critical right now because you know what? We're getting older, right? So think about it like this, right? It's going to happen, folks. Eventually, we're going to start dying off, right? What's going to happen? Who's carrying the torch?
Yeah.
Right. So, you know, we can actually become like dinosaurs and be extinct, where we'll just be like the new poker with a poker axe.
Yeah.
You know, or I wrote an article. I don't know if you've seen it in my newsletter called about Boogaloo.
Okay.
Boogaloo, how that influence, and it's no longer around. Right. So at this point, especially at this age, I think it really needs my attention and others' attention. So
I agree. I
don't want to branch out.
I definitely agree. Yeah, we definitely need. I mean, there's no one that does it as well as you. I totally agree. Right now, I think time flies. Are you okay with it right now? Bringing a couple of people up?
Yeah, absolutely. If they're willing to.
So if there's anybody in the chat, you don't have to show your face. Sometimes I know I get a lot of DMs, people wanting to ask questions, but they're embarrassed. You don't have to show your face. If you want to come up and ask Latif, you guys, this is your opportunity to actually ask him we got one person in here coming. We got recording artist Liz Morel in the house. What's going on?
Hi, both of you.
How you doing?
I'm good. Rami, first of all, as always, thank you for allowing me a little nook in your wonderful life. And Latif, what a pleasure to speak with you. It's a treat getting to hear the story and the history behind what you've done and the work that you've done, by a lot of trial and error, a lot of learning, but still forging through.
Yes.
Normally, Latif, I do one question, right? Yes. And then I'll give you, today I reduced it down to 4 words, and I normally ask 5, but 4 words. And when I give you the words, one apiece, I just would like you to tell me what you feel or what you think once I say the words. Wow. So you ready to go?
Give it a shot. Yeah.
Okay. First question, Latif. If you would have been able to time travel to the future in your formative musical years, and you got to take a look at the way freestyle music is nowadays, what would you agree with or disagree with, and why?
What I would agree with or disagree with, and why? Um, you know, I believe that freestyle fell into place the way it's supposed to fall into place. It is what it is, right? It's a genre that not only is still surviving from back in the days, we're the only genre still gives hope to those new artists coming in that are in their 40s and 50s, right? And I've heard people dog that. I've heard people say, you know, they need to give it up. They need and I opposite. I'm like, no, man, if you can still dream, I'm a big dreamer. I'm full of hope. Hope is what keeps me going. And if you're 50 and 60 years old and you still want to be an artist, I love that. I love that. So I think I would probably really try to build on that and try to make more people aware of how important that is to us, you know, to be able to be I see people 50 and 60 years old, they pretty much gave it up. They're done. They're chilling. They're watching TV. They go on vacation. That's it. You know, they talk about the past. I'm still talking about the future. I very rarely I talk about the past because you're asking me, but I talk about the future. And so I don't think I would change. I think everything is happening the way it's supposed to happen.
I love that.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I love the perspective that you gave it.
Yeah.
Right? I think that in life, you're never too old. If you have a dream and you're still able to do it, right?
Yes, very important.
Now for the 5 words. Here we go. First word. Don't worry, Latif, I won't be too difficult.
Okay.
First word, direction.
Direction. Forward. Right?
Okay.
Forward.
Second word, stack.
Stack. You know, people will say money, right?
Yeah.
I don't. If you follow me, it's really, believe it or not, it's documentation. It's legacy. It's what we can leave. What if I can't leave my children, my grandchildren money, can I leave them some advice? Can I leave them sometimes we sit at the dinner table and I have 4 grandchildren that sit with me, and one of the conversations I like, and then I have a 6-year-old, a 9-year-old, 11-year-old, and a 15-year-old. And my question to all of them is, so what you gonna do when you get older? Right? Yeah. So, you know, so I think legacy and knowing and documentation. So if I think in the future, they'll be able to look at what grandpa and great grandpa did, and they'll get to know who I am by my books and going online. And stack documentation and your legacy. Yes.
I got chills when you said that. I never would have thought of that. Thank you. Yeah. Third word, grace.
Grace. Grace. I don't know if I've ever even used that word before. Grace. Grace. You know, when I think of grace, I'm thinking more or less of how you are with people. How to be around people, how to be, and especially in this business, we got a lot of arrogance and we got a lot of egos, and we got people that are just mean for no reason, and so when I think grace, that's the word that I would want to put out there, of how to be, with people, be graceful.
Okay. And before I give you my final word, I want to say thank you, Rami, once again. I want to say thank you, Latif. I will be following you, and I hope that you would want to follow me as well in my journey.
Absolutely.
And I look forward to possibly someday meeting you. Last word, story. Story.
Oh man, I love that word. I love that word. Yeah, because I think we all have a story. You know, they're all so dead. Think about it. You know, I run the word story with the word journey. You know, and we all have it. You know, we all have, and our journeys are you know, some of them a little bumpy. You know, some of them run smooth. Some of them there's tragedies, there's happiness, there's but nonetheless they're our stories, they're our journeys, and I think that's what they make people, you know, what they make us, you know, that's what makes us, you know, is our story. We all have one different, and mine is no better than anyone else's, and vice versa, you know.
Thank you so much. And
Thank
Rami, whenever you're ready, you can let me down.
Thank you so much, Les. Thank you so much for being so supportive. Great questions.
Always.
Great questions. I'm going to bring you down. Latif, we're running out of time, but not the show. We stopped the hour for the music. But before I even end this interview, let me bring hold on. There you go. Sorry. Wait, we got one more. We got Mr. Vix Bronx in the house.
What's up? What's up? Hey, Latif, what's going on? First, my condolences that you have Keith as a brother. That's the first
Thank you.
thing. Nah, actually, you know what? I gotta thank you, and I'm going to say this on Rami's show. It's the first time these words are being said anywhere. I was asked to do a talk show on freestyle and talking to Keith and everything and stuff. He tells me, "You'll be like my brother, but instead of writing it, you'll be talking it."
Mm,
So I took that as the highest compliment because I
wow.
got the utmost respect for you, man. I
Yeah.
really
Thank
do.
you.
I mean, I follow your newsletter and everything and stuff like that. And you know, for people who don't follow his newsletter, get into the newsletter because the way you write and you do things, it's deep. You know,
Thank you.
it's like you can tell it comes from your heart, and I appreciate that. You know,
Thank you. I'm
and
glad
it's
you
the
I'm glad you
reason
see
why.
that. You know, sometimes I write and I don't know if anybody's grasping it. So when you
Nah,
tell me this, it means a lot.
Oh
It
yeah.
keeps me going.
no, trust me, it does because I'm when you know like I said, talking to your brother, me and your brother talk a lot. And when he told me, he said, you know what, my brother, he's passionate, he's this, he's that, whatever and stuff. And I see the same thing in you, but you're more of a vocal person. And I know if you do this talk show, you can do it.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you'll be not. Then he goes, I have two brothers, one who's into the literacy and then one who's more into the vocal point. And you know what? It'll make me proud. And for him even putting me in the same sentence with you,
Yeah.
it's like, yo, I'm blown the hell away because yo, when somebody says you and Latif in the same sentence, that's like saying you and God in the same way, and there's no way, like no way,
Thank you, man.
and stuff, and
Yeah.
stuff.
But
But
listen, listen, do your thing, man. Do your thing, you know, and that's why I tell people is that, you know, don't plan it too much. Don't sit there and try to
Yeah.
dwell on it. Just go and do it.
Yep.
You know,
no, no,
it's hard though. Don't get me wrong. It's hard. It takes a
it's true.
lot, but just run with it.
It's true as to everything, and Rami probably knows him, but I will be joining DJ Bush on his Inferno Radio network and I
Hey.
will be doing the show. I don't know. We're still working on everything, but it's already finalized. It's a done deal. So we're just trying to work on the app and everything and stuff. But I just want to
Congrats.
just, like I said, man, it's like, one of the reasons why I'm getting into this is because, like I said, I follow you for years, man, and I've had the pleasure to, your newsletters, your thing, and seeing you and seeing your lives and your stuff and everything. And and like Rami said, it's an inspiration. It's like, you know what?
Yeah.
This is a man that, is no nonsense, no BS. This is who I am. Take it or leave it, and not just leave it alone. And
Right, right. Thank you.
I just feel I'm the same way, and I appreciate that and everything and stuff. And then not only that, one thing you did not talk about is your it's how you say your clothing line.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
listen, man, you probably have like $1 million from me from just your t-shirts, bro. I mean, like,
yeah.
if whoever doesn't know, whatever, man, this guy has like 8 million t-shirts with all different kind of sayings on it, and I just love it, man. And I want to
Thank
thank you
you.
for that and everything, And
Thank
so,
you. And when you get your show up, please make sure you let me know. Send me the link. Let me check it out.
There you
Okay.
go.
most definitely, I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, man.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you.
Thank you,
All right,
Vic,
bro.
so much. That was great. Great question. I love how you interpret it and listen, I have so much faith in what you're going to be doing, and I'm here to help you in anything you need, Vic.
Yeah.
You know that.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much, man.
Okay,
Thank you.
buddy.
Thank
I'm
you,
gonna put you
boss.
down. We got time for one more. Let me see here. Let me see. Wow, look who's here. We got recording artist Sharon Massarin.
Sharon.
Bay Area's own.
Hey, what's up? Oh,
What's
do I have
up?
video? What's up? Hi, here we go. There we go.
Hi.
Hi. Hi, Rami. Hi, Latif.
How you
San
doing?
Francisco and the Bay Area in the house. Right here.
Yeah. A great job on another great interview, both of you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Sharon. Sharon, you have a question for the one and only Latif.
Yes. Okay, so my question is, say you had one dream, a specific dream for freestyle, and it could be anything. The sky is the limit. Okay? You get this one dream. What would your dream be?
Wow. I think my dream would be to see a new generation start to evolve before I check out. Okay.
Wow.
I think that's it. I don't see anything else. Nothing's gonna happen if it ends here.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We still need more. We need a little bit more time. And we're
Yes.
getting older. We're getting tired, and we can take it as long as we can.
Yes.
But we need others to come in. We need a new generation, and people have tried it. They've tried it. They've done different things, and I think we just got to keep trying. And it's not about one kid. Remember, I come from a little Susie background where I had a little kid who really did things, and if she could do it, I think others can do it. I just think they need to put stuff out, and they need to run with it. I have a few ideas on how they can make it work better. Because I've seen some people try it, and I kind of see where it went left.
Yeah.
But I'm always open. If people want to call, if they have an idea, if they have but yeah, that's the dream, Sharon. To see the legacy continue, because I'm a little worried. I'm a little scared that it's gonna end with a lot of us when we're gone. Like I think, where's the concerts?
Yeah.
These are the concerts.
Maybe
It's gonna be short.
from what you're saying, like, what about an idea of like, you know how there's like talent shows like American Idol, even within social media, creating a platform where it's like, hey guys, we'll make a competition and use these songs and and learn to sing like some of the legends, make them understand instead of just always singing Whitney Houston and Michael Jackson and Britney Spears and Madonna, creating a sort of platform. I'm just listening to you, and I think like ways to involve the kids, because I'm thinking to myself, if I could, like, I have so much honor and respect for the original artist. I can't sing covers, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? But like younger kids who are starting to get to know those songs and sing it and have fun with it and then make their own songs. I think that would
I totally agree. And I love the fact, we need, believe it or not, having artists start doing covers and tributes, and I think that's important. Some people look at it differently. I don't. I think it's a way to just kind of keep the legacy going while other things are being created. I think it could inspire, new people. But we have to educate. We got a younger generation, not just the artists. Everybody chases down the artists. Oh, yeah, my son, he sings and he's 4. And it's not there. It's actually probably, I don't even think it's with the artists. I think it has to start with the producers. Right? Because we can't get our old producers, really. I love them all. I know them all. But we can't get them to recreate new music for these young kids. I don't feel it. I'm sorry. I think that when those kids go out to sing, it's going to sound like us again, right? So I think if it could start with the kids, and I think that the music can even change a little bit. I don't think everything has to have a Planet Rock beat. I think it could really change, because if you look at hip hop, you look at rap music from the 70s, 80s, and now, it's totally different. The music is not the same, right?
Right.
So how come freestyle has to be? Why does freestyle have to sound like the 80s? It doesn't have to. Change it. Just don't change the name of it. Don't change the genre title. People, this is new freestyle. This is the new school. Throw that shit out.
Yeah.
All right. It's still freestyle.
Yeah.
When you change it, it's a kiss of death to me. Don't change the name of it. Just leave it and then recreate something there. And I think that will catch on. But I think it has to start with the producer. So anybody who has young kids who are working the computers and doing some Fruity Loops and stuff, get them to start producing some tracks the way they hear it. Don't guide them either. Let them come up with what they're hearing and then take the song, recreate the song. You know, people are gonna start doing it now with AI, but don't do it with the AI right now.
Yeah. Maybe you could put that on your next Freestyle Blast. Like, hey, if you have kids that want to do this, we'll feature them or something, have a competition.
I did a blog on it. I have a blog on it. I also have in the newsletter, I think I did a couple articles on it. Yeah, I've always been pretty passionate about that angle. I think it's very important because we're getting up there.
Yeah.
Hey, speak for yourself, Latif.
Yeah, well, somebody's got to be left behind. It's all going to be on you.
Yeah, Sharon.
I always just try to do my thing, and my whole goal is to inspire other people to do their thing, you know? And like Latif said, age, you know, gender, this, that, we all can do whatever
Sharon's one of my newest live entertainment artists. I love her to death. She's the bomb. She's not only killing California and has been killing California for years. We got her doing Texas. We got her doing Georgia. We're working Chicago. We got Florida. I got Portage, Indiana. Today I'm working for her. So keep your eye on Sharon. And she's incredible.
Latif, if I open my blinds, there's a billboard of Sharon Becerra. And look at this. There's a huge billboard of Sharon Becerra.
We need to see a video to believe it, okay?
I love you, Sharon. Thank you for coming up.
See you later.
See you later. Thanks, Lars. Bye, Rami.
Bye. Latif, you inspire me. You've always have inspired me. And before I let go, you're gonna say the final words, but I'm gonna just let you know that you're part of my journey. And as I always say in every show, and I like to say it because it's getting me more confident on my own journey, you inspire me. And for someone who's disabled, I'm paralyzed from the waist down. And this is just to let you know that anybody can do something like this. I will always continue doing the show because my inspiration is to bridge the gap between West Coast and East Coast. I want everyone to be part of it. There's a room for everybody. And someone like me who has so much love for the freestyle community, I will always continue. And someone who's disabled like me, I want to let everyone who is in a situation, sky's the limit, right? If I am able to do it, anyone can do it,
And you're doing a great job, man. You do an incredible show, and
thank you.
Everybody knows you, and I've always had your back. You know that.
Thank you. And you were a big part of the beginning of my show. I remember I contacted you. I was going through a hard time at one point, and you inspired me to. And then you have a lot to do with the show. Let me tell you your words. All right. So before we actually go to the actual final words, you guys, we're gonna go ahead and bring DJ Memo Rockin' Lopez. We're gonna have a tribute for all the artists. Now, are you able to say all the artists that you actually can you?
Yeah,
can
I
you
can
say
remember them all. So my personal acts.
Yeah.
You want me to tell you who they are?
Yeah.
So my personal acts, are Lil Susie, the Cover Girls, Angel OCG.
Yes.
Shannon.
Yes.
Niasia. I'm getting in trouble because I'm gonna miss somebody. Freestyle. Shauna.
Yes.
Jennifer from Laissez Faire.
Yes.
I
think that's it.
I got Denine's close. She's with us.
Yes.
She's with us. We're working her right now. So Denine's she's down with Denine.
Denine.
I've known
She's
forever.
in the chat.
Yeah, we're bringing Denine on too. She's coming into the light, so we're bringing her in. And of course, Sharon, I'm trying, please. April. Oh, and April. Thank you, wife. My wife stuck her head in here because she's watching the live. And she said, April, I'm sorry.
Love you, Angel.
Yeah, so April. And I said, man, I'm going to forget somebody. I should have had a list here. But no, April. And that's an original Metropolitan artist. I love April.
Yeah, I love it. All the artists I've had on my show, I haven't had, of course, share a few artists, but I've had an opportunity to interview them. Great people. For those who are in the show, you guys, next week we have tons of shows. Tomorrow we have recording artist Alex Spicy. On Saturday, for the first time ever, we're having recording artist Gabriel. Next week, We have Laissez-Faire, Jennifer. We also have Laissez-Faire, Gino Marlowe coming on the show, you guys. We have NV. We have George Anthony. We have Rochelle. We have Misty. We have so many artists next week.
Wow.
So stay tuned. Same time. This is the only podcast that is able to give you this entertainment, and I'm going to continue to do it because freestyle deserves this attention. You know, and I'm able. So, can you give your last words to all your fans and to everybody who's in here? You have lots of supporters.
Definitely appreciate all the fans, all the people who have supported, thank you, but for supported the genre by going to the shows, liking and supporting the content, and still hanging in there, because, if they weren't there, this will be a real, we wouldn't be in business. We really wouldn't. There's a lot. These concerts are happening because people are paying money and going to those concerts. So we appreciate that. And of course, all the artists, I mean, I've worked with practically every single artist on a very deep level. And I appreciate them, and I appreciate the work that they continue to do. And they're still looking, they're getting older, but they're looking as dope as ever. The shows are tight as hell, and they're enjoying it. They're having a great time. And of course, all the promoters who are risking it all to put these shows together.
Yes.
People have no idea. I'm an agent. So I talk to these promoters. When they do well, and I know when they take hits, and those hits, some of them go out of business. So I appreciate many of them, of course, all the podcasts, including yours.
Of course, all the podcasts. And for those who are in here also, this is one of the first shows that's going to be broadcasted on radio. I'm collaborating with Full Force and Club Jumpers, you guys, Dave Matthews. So we're going to be on the radio. So this is a great opportunity that for every artist and anybody who's actually in here as an artist who wants to participate in the show, just go ahead and message me. I would love to have you and platform your new songs and whatnot. For at this point, Angie, can we bring DJ Memo up and let's go ahead and start the actual tribute. Let's do this.
Okay, I'm excited.
And at this time, we're going to change the boxes, you guys. We're going to make this into a 9-box. And then let me go ahead and bring Memo up really quick and introduce you to Memo. And then Memo, by the way, is a well-known DJ in Chicago. He's pretty much does freestyle and he does all genres, right? But let me see if he's in there. There he is. Memo, this is Latif. Latif, this is Memo. Let's go ahead and put it in the box. Let's do this. Hi, Spongish Entertainment. I see you. All right. And anybody who wants to come up? Oh, yeah. Boxes are open, you guys. Boxes are open. Latif, at any time when you feel like coming up, you go ahead and log up when you want, okay?
Yeah, I'm going to hang out a little bit with you. Yeah. You ready to get rid of me? Just take me out.
You got Sunday Entertainment in the house. Boxes are open, you guys. They got their own podcast too. We got the one and only China in the house. Thank you for all the artists who came in. We had Janine in here. We had Angel in here. We had all the artists that came in. Betty. We had Miguel Reyes in here. Sarah Maceras. All the artists came in. Tomorrow we have Alex Spicy, guys. Tomorrow for the first time. Freestyle artist, Alex Spicy. Saturday we have Gabrielle in the house. You guys got Gabriel. We got Stephanie Bennett. What's up, Stephanie? Hi, beautiful Stephanie. Nosy. We got April. Freestyle Whisper. What's up, Sally? West Texas. Let's do that. Love you, April. You got A1A promotion in the house. Woo! Donna. You got recording artist Donna. Thank you, Heaven. Thank you so much for the gifts. Oh yeah.
My boy.
Whoa, look at that gift. Thank you. This is California stuff right here.
Baby, I'll make you feel right. It's a freaky celebration of finesse, you look high. And the pleasure you'll experience will blow your mind. You're being in the house tonight, move your body from left to right. To all you freaks, don't stop the rock. That's Freestyle freaking in over house. Freestyle freaking in the house tonight, move your body from left to right. To all you freaks, don't stop the rock. That's Freestyle freaking in over house. Everybody will be dancing to the beat on the floor. You will encounter situations never thought of before. Satisfaction guaranteed if you know what I mean. And when you walk into that door, it's such a freaky scene. In the house tonight, move your body from left to right. To all you freaks, don't stop the rock.
Wow, this is pretty good.
In the house tonight, move your body from left to right. The pleasure you'll experience will blow your mind.
In the house. What's up, Daddy? We got Freestyle Daddy in the house. Hey, Sydney. What's up, Gracie Davis? DJ iRock in the house. Whoa! That was for LATIF right there. Yeah. Naija! Whoa! That was $400. What the hell? Yeah. We got DJ Tomate in the house.
You're in the mix with DJ Mellow Rockin' Lopez.
What's up, DJ Tomate? What's up, Cindy? right, Gabe. What's up, Gabe Mendes? Oh my God! Thank you for the gift, Too Hard. Thank you, Little Susie. We got recording artist Gabe Mendes in the house. Yeah. What's up, Party Rock Pete? She's in the box, you guys. Woo! You guys, this is her new song, you guys. Sharing with Sarah's new song. She's playing the room right now, you guys. On all platforms, you guys. Wow, thank you for the gift. Thank you for all the gifts. Oh, Anthony! Woo! What's up, hubby? Daddy! Man, all those years were crazy. Oh, yeah. One and only recording artist Denise, who's in the chat. Wow. We got 20 more minutes, you guys. 20 more minutes. This is recording artist Julie. Love you, Julie. Thank you, Javi. Wow, look at this kid. Oh yeah, Leah Martine in the house. You guys, this is Leah Martine recording out who's in the chat right now. This is her iconic song. Love you, Leah. Happy birthday, Leo Martin. Julie in the house, recording artist Julie in the house. We got recording artist VLA in the house, you guys. Straight to Canada, VLA in the house. Woo!
Now I'm holding on to dreams, dreams of me and you, of what we used to be. They won't let me set you free.
Thank you, Evan. Thank you for all the gifts. Thank you, Freestyle Dad. Thank you for all the gifts. I really appreciate it. Thank you, guys. All the money is gonna go straight to the duet competition, guys. I appreciate it. Little Scooby! Guys, Edwin, thank you so much for the gift. Thank you, Edwin.
Take me in your arms, don't you let me go. Need you more and more, I need you more and more. Your love is all I ever need. You're my destiny. Love is meant to be.
Recording artist Julie, if you're in the chat, I need you to stay in the chat, you guys. I'll have an announcement for you. Julie, stay in the chat. Please. We have an announcement. Thank you, Sally. We got 10 more minutes, you guys. 10 more minutes. Please, sir. 10 more minutes, you guys. And then we'll have our closing statement, you guys. Our closing statement in 10 minutes.
Say I should be your lover, and
with Sharon, you guys. Sharon with Sharon. She's in the box, you guys. This is her song. Woo! In the house. Oh, thank you, Danny. Shauna, recording artist Shauna. You guys, you got Keith from Exclusive in the house. What's up, Keith? Black Tea Crew, Keith Bronx in the house. We got 5 more minutes, you guys. 5 more minutes. And then we have our closing statement. Thank you, Javi, for all the gifts. Oh, yeah. We got recording artist Julie.
And I'll leave you, 'cause I
to Hardly True. Recording artist Manny in the house. What's up, butterfly? All right, you guys, we're coming close to the end of the show. Loving me, loving you. I am. Oh yeah! Round of applause for Memo. Round of applause for Memo. Yeah.
Go Memo.
Oh man, that was a great show, you guys. Great show. Listen, I want to say so much for Raynell, but I can't. I have to say thank you for Memo and Busy Bee, who's in the chat in the box, for being my right hand DJs. Yesterday was my 3rd anniversary of the show.
Yay!
So,
Congratulations!
Yeah, yesterday was my 3rd year anniversary of the show. Every week, giving you the best of freestyle. My first show was with Fascination, who will be back on the show, you guys. You know, we have 28 more shows coming before the season closes. I'm happy to announce that I'm going to be having a very special interview with Trinier, the one and only Trinier. And this is going to be special because it's not only going to be live, she's going to be here with me, and we're going to have a live concert, you guys. A very special moment in California. I've never done an in-person interview. It's my first time. Trinier is going to be on the show. Again, we have many shows coming up. Tomorrow, we have Alex Spicy. Saturday, we have the one and only Gabriel for the first time from New Music Era. And many more shows. Next week, we got NV. We got so many shows. We got Laissez-Faire, Jennifer from Laissez-Faire. We got a bunch of other artists. Thank you so much for being part of this. I do want to make one final announcement before I let Latif say his closing statement. Julie, recording artist Julie, who's in the chat. I'm bringing back the competitions that I've always done. And we announced it about a week ago. For all of you guys who want to be do duets. You guys like duets, right? Singing, lip singing. You guys love doing this. It's everywhere. We are finally, I wish can we bring her up actually? Old man, can we bring Julie up? I want to bring her up really quick. I'm going to bring you down really quick, old man, and then I'm going to bring her up. Can we bring Julie up? Recording artist Julie. The competition started Wednesday. 2 weeks, you guys. we're going to do the competition. Your job is to duet her first song in her profile. You want to go into her actual profile, her first video, just duet it. Have fun. We are actually voting, you guys. It's a 2-week voting. Just have fun lip syncing it. And then the prizes. First place winner is going to win $150. And we got Julie in the house, recording artist Julie in the house. Welcome in, Julie.
Hi, guys.
Welcome in. You guys, we're going to be doing a duet competition with her song, I Fell in Love. It's already started. You guys, feel free to duet it. You don't have to completely duet it. You can do your own video. You can use the sound on her video. The objective is to have fun, creativity, originality. The panel, you guys, the panel, and I'm going to tell you who the judges are going to be, but we're going to be voting. On 2 weeks from this week, first place winner, $150. Second place winner, $100, and third place winner is $50 plus merch. After this competition, we're going to do another competition with Lana Sky. We got Lana Sky. We got Leo Marquis. We have a bunch of artists that are going to be doing duet competitions. Hopefully, Sharon Masson would like to join.
Yes, Sharon.
You guys, this is
hey, guys, make sure when you
nationwide.
make your videos that you tag myself and you tag Rami so we know that you're part of the challenge. Okay? So be
Yes.
sure to tag us.
You guys, I'm in California. This is the best way to support your artists. When we do these competitions, the videos are nationwide, you guys. So duet, we already have 22 submissions, Julie, by the way. We have
Oh my
22
God.
submissions. We just started. So feel free to duet the song, duet her video, and just
So
have fun.
exciting.
Tag her. Go ahead, Julie. Sorry.
No, I was just saying it's so exciting. I can't wait to see everybody's
Yeah, it's
video.
exciting, you guys. And after her competition, we have Lana Sky, who's going to be doing it. We have Leo Marquis, and we have a bunch of artists who are going to be part. Do we have GA going to be part of it? So many artists, you guys. All right, Latif, such an honor. Thank you so much for being part of my journey. Thank you so much for being. This was an amazing show. It really was.
It was. It really was. I appreciate everybody being here. I appreciate you,
Yeah.
brother.
All right, you guys. So there's no really formal way to say goodbye besides my infamous countdown, because there's really no formal. I hate saying goodbye. See you guys tomorrow, same time, with recording artist Alex Spicy on a count of 5, 4,
Bye, guys.
3, 2, 1. Bye, everybody. See you guys tomorrow.